It is 9 o'clock, and we're going to have a fun Loosey-goosey The Hake Report show, everybody. It's Monday, the 19th of August, AD 2024. And what will we cover today? Hopefully some of the things that I claimed that we were going to cover last week, but we didn't get to. I did have a couple of appearances on Friday, one on Friday and one on Sunday yesterday. So we'll talk about that. I'll touch on it a little bit. I may talk about this I am a man thing. You know, it's silly, in my opinion, how the so-called civil rights movement was trying to be like, oh, treat us with dignity, and then they have no dignity. What did I just do? Lord have mercy. Let me put it back up here. Oh, man. Here, is it over here, maybe? Terrible. Anyway, it's not important. It's sort of important. The heck.
They have abortion buses at the DNC convention?
They have abortion buses at the DNC convention, you're asking me?
You know what I just heard? Is that true?
I don't know. JLP's. Really? Oh, no, he's joking.
No, it's true.
Oh, they're doing free vasectomies at DNC?
And they have abortion buses.
Abortion?
I don't know if it's
This just in
allegedly.
from the peanut gallery.
Yeah, do allegedly.
Allegedly, JLP is claiming that they have abortion buses. Three of them? Free abortion at the DNC. Oh, you know, because they're clamping down on the rights and they want to make sure you get access. And allegedly, he's heard a rumor, and we don't know, Jesse Lee Peterson over here has heard a rumor that they are giving abortion, offering it. Because it's tough to get abortions nowadays. Isn't that terrible? I'm live on D Live, by the way, guys. According to Fox News. And free vasectomies, too, according to Anchor, baby. I've known a couple of guys who've done stuff like that. I disavow it. What's up, Bethany, over in the Facebook crew? So what happened to my thing? There. Oh, cool. Nice. So, that's what I don't want to click. Here, let me just click this one. Pardon me while I do this strange interlude, everybody. I will get to your calls. But we have this cool scenery to show you. Nice. And, let me see if I can just play it. It doesn't have to be clunky. I think I can figure out how to do this. Okay. So, some of you guys already on hold. Like I said, we have not just I am a man stuff, and they're getting rid of that. We have phoniness with the women too. Oh, pregnancy discrimination. Please. Okay, it's unmuted, right? I think it's unmuted. Oh, now it is. Thank you. Hey, do you hear the things? So that one is called snare. I unmute snare for the future reference. And then, okay, cool. And then I'll figure out with the callers. Okay. So, anyway, what's that? Oh, sweet. So, anyway, guys, let's just get right on with the show.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's the Hake Report.
Sorry about that.
The Hake Report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la.
Hey guys!
Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la.
So, guys, how y'all doing? I'm fine. I'm wearing a nice pocket tee, and it's gray. And we're looking at the beautiful scenery. The beautiful scenery of Mount Baldy again. So nice. Which one am I looking at? Nice. So, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Before I get to calls, some of you guys already on hold. Let me give a little hat tip. I would like to give a little hat tip to everybody who I tip my hat. Imagine that. I'd like to tip my hat to the people who caught me on the Hippy Dippy Roundtable. Oh, free, not three. Free abortion buses, not 3 abortion buses. Thank you, Omid. Thanks for checking out my appearance on Hippy Dippy Roundtable. That's cool. I appreciate you joining me. You know? And shout out to, of course, Dylan Burns and those other guys, my fellow participants, Rashad, Crenshaw, and who else? Who else participated in that? Adam Mockler of Midas Touch. Hey, interesting guy, liberal. Where do you think Obama was born? Jeb Tan, who said that it was the division in the country is personal, not political. I agree with him about that. But he's like a establishment, supposed conservative guy. I call him establishment. I don't know if he would call himself that. But these people are all agreeing that Trump is some divisive person. Divisive for the truth, because he tells the truth. He's the law and order president. Lecture fan, it was nice to see him again. He communicates very well, and he's basically, I agree with him about practically everything. A Twitch streamer. He's a lawyer or something. Shout out. And a family man, I think. Nice. Loner Box, the Scottish guy. I've talked to him before, I think. I shake my head at him. President Sunday. I'm talking about the participants in the Hippy Dippy huge round table. Was that a mess or what? I liked it. I enjoyed myself, but I was in the middle of it. As viewers, I don't know how you guys see it. I did get some feedback from older, more traditional people who are like, what's that about? That's too many cooks in the kitchen. But President Sunday, interesting guy. I liked him. He did bash More Perfect Union. More Perfect Union was a guy called they called a boomer. He was a homeless veteran. And I was chuckling because what's his name called him Mark from Los Angeles, even though I don't think, obviously, Mark is not homeless, and I don't even think he's a veteran. But very amusing. What's that guy's name? Carver called him Mark from Los Angeles in my post about it. More Perfect Union, he's a good representative of how a lot of normal, basic, traditional American boomers and guys like me, I guess I'm a boomer too, think. Like I said, Rashad Crenshaw, he's the black guy. The high crime teen still wearing his orange jumpsuit from prison. I'm kidding around. I'm kidding. But he said the right is more divisive. He used to be conservative, and now he's become like a liberal. Supposedly he used to be conservative. Black. He was tripping out over some different things. It was ridiculous how people literally pretend or are convinced in their imaginations that Trump is a threat to democracy and that it was an insurrection and that Trump wanted the violence. I was on Hippy Dippy Roundtable in the first panel discussion, and then there was a second panel discussion in which DENNY debated, AJW, actual justice warrior, not social justice warrior, actual justice warrior, and others were in there too. Shout out to all them. But Sean Fitzgerald, I've met him before, actual justice warrior, and he handled DENNY quite well. DENNY, Stephen Bennell, I've debated him before. JLP's talked to him many times. Nice guy. Sometimes he's pretty reasonable. Former conservative himself, supposedly. One of those Cuban, I think he's Cuban and Jewish or something like that. Supposedly had been conservative, and then he started to read, and then he became a liberal. In his 30s, younger millennial. Not that young. But he's just beside himself, and I don't believe that he believes a word he says. But I do know people who are just hysterical. Not hysterical in the ha-ha funny, hysterical laughter sense, but hysterical in that they are deep in their imaginations, like a hysterical woman, accusing Trump of trying to subvert the election and to subvert democracy. When, no, Trump is trying to help America. He is running because he loves America. Oh, he wants power. I don't know about that. I think he wants to help the country. What a mess. People literally beside themselves. So shout out to, once again, Dylan Burns, been on my show a number of times. I've been on his show a number of times. He was on The Fallen State with Jesse Lee Peterson. And some of his viewers hate Hake. They hate Hake. I don't know. I find it interesting that Trump is the law and order president, and they hate him for it. That's why they hate him. You know what I mean? Trump wants the borders closed. Enforce the immigration laws on the books. No, we don't want to enforce them. We want to undermine the president at every turn. The government, the media, the useful idiots who were brainwashed against Trump. He's the law and order president, and then they cast him as a convicted criminal. 34 counts and counting. Please. And, who more shamelessly lies than, black Democrats, women, gays? A lot of them do these fake hate crimes or false accusations of racism or sexism or whatever. They'll spray paint swastikas on the side of their own church. There was this gay organ player who hated Trump, and after Trump won, he spray painted a Nazi sign on the side of his church, not because he supports the Nazis, but he wants to pretend like the Trump supporters are Nazis. What a mess. And then they pretend like Trump is the cheater and liar? No. It's them. It's them. He's always wanted peace, order, because you have to have peace, like Trump said on January 6th. You have to have peace. Peacefully and patriotically. Oh, but he said fight. Everybody says fight. What a mess. So it's amusing to me that they want to call it an insurrection, and some of them really seem to believe it. And I think it's because they're angry. When you're angry, you're in your head, and you'll just believe all kinds of cockamamie lies. Most of the time, it's what you're doing, not what they're doing. you're accusing the other person of being what you are. I've noticed. It's like a scorned woman or something like that, or a woman who feels scorned, even if she's not, will just go crazy and just accuse and be crazy and think that she's right. That's what the Democrats are. That's what Destiny is either being or pretending to be. Either way, he's crazy and he's wrong. He's a liar. Listening to the father of lies. As Amy Grant saying, are you living in an old man's rubble? Are you listening to the father of lies? If you are, then you're headed for trouble. If you listen too long, you'll eventually die. So like I said, don't get riled. Crazy. By the way, also shout out to Atheist Edge. I was thinking of him too when I'm thinking about people who literally believe that Trump's a threat to democracy, because he seemed to claim the same thing on my show, and then I was on his show just last night. Atheist Edge. So shout out to him, Kaz of Atheist Edge. He has moderated many modern day debate, and I appreciate him a lot. Interesting guy, and he cares about what's right. But a lot of people, or at least a lot of people, think that they care about what's right, and he seems, sincere. A lot of people are sincerely wrong though. But anyway, shout out to Kaz. Kaz, who else thought that? That black guy? I don't know if that black guy, Rashad Crenshaw from the Hippy Dippy Roundtable, I don't know if he really believes that Trump insurrected and and stuff. But Destiny, man, he's like, it's crazy. Hey, nice to see ya. Hey, happy birthday. 49? Yeah. Nice.
Did you sit there and you say, let Nick play the birthday song for him?
Yeah, if Nick is around to help out.
Nick. Oh, no.
It's my I have a special brief guest for you guys before we get to calls. Okay? Hang tight, callers. Yeah, just walk right over here. You can move that pad out of the way, or you can sit on it if you like.
It's shaped for me.
Yeah, perfect.
It's this way, though, right?
Yeah. And then if you can flip that, there's a little switch on the side of it. There we go. Testing. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Justin.
You thought I was 59.
How old are you?
49.
49.
Oh, you thought you were 59?
Not everyone thinks I am, because I've had so much sun. I'm like an old piece of leather.
Oh, yeah. Like
Old leather couch.
Like old, what's his name? Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. I love Clint Eastwood. I read his book.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Excellent
you wrote a book.
Yeah, very good book. I'll loan it to you.
Nice. That sounds good. I'm a bad reader, but I may just read that one.
It's an easy read.
Cool.
You know, some books are difficult reads. It's an easy read. It's about 300 pages. I got through it in a weekend. I was surprised because it was so interesting.
Wow.
They just sent me in Hake.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's Joel Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We'll say happy birthday.
So
Thank you, sir.
I know, man.
Thank you. How you
It was
doing?
mine too. So we're
Joel's gonna
Yeah.
be 21 or 22.
yeah.
20.
Oh,
nice.
true. Yeah, it's Joel Friday's birth. It was Joel Friday's birthday,
Happy birthday, man.
last week.
Thank you.
It was
You too?
Hake's birthday the week before that.
I'm a Virgo.
Bro, I think you said virgin. I was like,
No.
no, that's
I
not.
love-
Yeah.
Men are not.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife, she got me. There was
That'll do it.
there were stains on the sheets.
Nice.
That'll do it.
Hake's gonna get upset.
And you're wearing an early prototype of the Great White Hope T-shirt.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Jesse gave it to me today. I was
That's cool.
admiring it, and he very kindly gave it to me.
That's nice.
I wish it was a little tighter.
Yeah. It's a size large, huh?
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a large. And then if you look, I've got Ultra Mugger here.
Ultra MAGA.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. A
But I
button.
appreciate the birthday wishes, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. You're the Rhodesian
Ridgeback.
ridgeback.
I've still got the ridge.
Sweet.
We got something else coming for you right now.
And then Joel Friday is the Creole
That's a guy that Kavanaugh.
mender of hearts.
Is that Kavanaugh
Where?
with you? It looks like Kavanaugh.
That's Pat Buchanan.
Oh yes, yes.
JLP
Yes,
shaking hands with Pat
Yeah.
Buchanan.
Hey, Justin,
yes.
this song, may I? Or
Oh yeah.
this
Go for it.
song is for you.
Whoa.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
This one.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya.
Yeah.
To you and Joel Friday.
Nice. What day
Oh.
is yours?
August 25.
25.
75.
Oh,
yeah.
coming up.
Christmas in August. Oh, so you're not quite.
Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Saturday, I think.
Well, I pray that
I'm
you
gonna be
make
in
it.
Lake Tahoe.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Excited. Yeah.
I was thinking about you because there's this guy. Who's that guy who's like a Mexican pro wrestler? Huge.
Batista.
Yeah, Bautista. I saw that he shrank down.
He did.
He quit taking roids or something?
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say too much, but I knew his trainer.
Okay.
Very, very, very nice person.
Nice.
Sweet guy. No ego. Trained very hard, but yeah, I think he stopped the supplements.
Oh, okay. Cool. So he's well. He's not sick or anything.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
When you're used to seeing somebody all huge and then
Yeah.
and then they're just like
Yeah.
a normal sized person. You're
No,
like,
I knew what supplements he was taking.
Okay.
And then he went natural and he's but I think he's healthy.
yeah.
He's doing a lot of movies now,
Good for him.
but he's unrecognizable, right?
Yeah.
James, say allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly.
This is all allegedly.
Allegedly,
don't know.
he's
Yeah. Well, we're wishing him well because I was thinking of you because you're fit and healthy and strong. I think, and that guy was fit and healthy and strong.
yeah. Yeah, I mean now it's a marathon, not a race, so
Oh,
not a
true.
sprint.
Yeah. You want to live.
So hopefully he's taking care of his health, you know.
Yeah.
I just got a lot of blood work done.
Not to derail your show, James, but is there anything to be said about people like Big Boy who go from being
Oh,
big to and it
Oh, to
almost
skinny?
look unnatural?
It doesn't look right
you
to
know
me.
Big
Big
Boy,
Boy, you're
Jesse?
talking about the
Yeah.
DJ
Big
guy?
Boy on the radio.
I don't like.
He lost 100 pounds.
Is that like
Big Boy.
natural?
I feel like he
loss?
got his stomach stapled. or
He
something.
did.
Yeah, because it looks weird. It looks something feels off. to
Big
me.
boy. Big boy.
On the radio,
It's like
yeah.
Adele. It's like when Adele lost that weight.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't recognize her.
Yeah,
She got a lot of heat for that. All the fatties
Yeah.
were hating on her
Uh-huh. Yep.
because she wants to be healthy. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
Yeah.
It's wild. But Al Sharpton,
Oh, yeah, Al
he got
Sharpton,
too
too.
skinny.
Pencil neck. I mean, Al Sharpton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His neck is like this. It's skinnier than Comey's.
James Comey, yeah.
But I don't, is it natural weight
Careful
loss?
with this. You're tapping
Oh.
it and it's making a thump.
Oh.
That's what
I don't
she
think
said.
so. I don't think it is. Because if you get your stomach stapled or you're taking a lot of people are on Ozempic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is a drug to make you feel full, I guess,
Takes
or
your
slow
appetite
your...
away.
Yeah. And there's another gal who
It's
got
not like
slimmed down
working
too, Sarah Sanders. Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
She looks pretty good.
Yeah, she does, but it's...
I'm
I
slightly
like-
attracted to her. I don't know why.
I
got
like
real
people
nice
just to... I prefer that people just start walking and exercising and just...
Yeah.
I mean, you can do it all, I guess.
Yeah.
How did Nick lose his weight?
Soccer.
Nick has a yo-yo diet because he's naturally kind of skinny.
Yeah.
He has a Grover body.
I think
He said.
stopped his stomach.
I haven't yo-yoed in a long time. You know what? You know, remember when I was working out and really trying to, like, I made it a thing in my mind, like, I'm going to grow in weight, but I just got fat.
Yeah.
I just have a different relationship with food. Like, I'll go a whole day even and
Fasting.
then won't eat a lot.
But some of you guys don't know, Nick can do like 100 pull-ups.
Whoa.
Like, he's, like,
Not in
strong.
one go.
Nice.
I don't know
In
about
one
anymore.
go?
Nick is strong.
Full.
I need
Maybe
to
200 one
I need to
go.
power up
You're
to that
buzzing.
level.
Pull-ups.
You're buzzing. I don't know
Oh,
if you...
my bad.
Yeah.
You can do 100 push-ups.
I don't
Maybe
know
two.
about it anymore.
Push-ups or pull-ups?
I mean,
Pull-ups.
Not 100.
Whoa.
Not 100.
That's elite. That's elite level.
Yeah, I mean...
My record's 24, I think.
At
That's
one
pretty
go?
good.
Yeah. But pull-ups are hard.
Recently, I did
Those are hard.
18.
And those are full?
Full.
That's
full
pretty good.
extension, and then the chin above.
Yeah.
Not these jerky ones.
Right. Not where you go only part
Yeah.
way down.
Yeah.
Those are good for building muscle, I heard.
Yeah.
Oh, they build
Prison-
the whole upper body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull-ups are good.
And they extend all your spine, all your lumbar
Nice.
discs. You know.
Good for your back.
I make Jesse hang for up to a minute now on the bar.
Right
Or in the
on.
gym.
Cool. Yeah, I try to hang.
Increases your
a
grip
bit, too.
strength, and it extends all your vertebrae.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Sweet.
Nice.
Trying to stay young, guys. It's a battle every day.
Do you think Joe L work out in the gym?
Yeah, he looks ripped.
See?
Let's see the abs.
I'm glad somebody here thinks so.
Do you still dance every day?
Not as much. No, not as much. But
You
Still
have-
work out.
Teaching.
not as much.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
teaching you either, huh?
Now I'm just getting fat. I'm sitting here at the office getting fat.
Yeah.
Well, that is a wall of fame.
You know
right?
what helped me too with health wise was getting outside to get a little bit of sunshine at the
Oh, yeah.
before.
Vitamin D.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hake is ripped too. A lot of people don't see, but Hake is pretty
No, I
ripped.
can see,
He
yeah.
without his shirt, he got
Good
nice
genetics.
chest and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Good structure.
Fat.
that's true.
Who's fat?
Hake used to be pretty big.
Yeah,
Really?
I got fatter because I was starting to eat a bunch of like
Carbs.
McDonald's and
Fast
rock
food.
stars and stuff.
Yeah.
When Nick came to work, Hake was already fat, and he didn't know that Hake could be thin. He only knew him as fat.
And what's funny
True.
is I didn't even know I was fat.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I met Hake fat, so when he, I thought that was his baseline. So
What was your heaviest weight?
I weighed myself at 183 around the time of the election 2020.
183?
Were you depressed?
183. Yeah.
It didn't seem like 183.
I didn't know that I was that
Like
fat.
more.
I didn't know that I could
But
get
that
over
doesn't feel-
165.
Did you
Yeah,
get
it
a
seemed
little
like more.
depressed because we lost?
Yeah.
You
Oh
right?
yeah, I was bothered a little bit for sure.
Because it was stolen.
I disavow that. It was on the
do?
up and
We
up.
can't
It's
say
the
it.
most
We can't
secure in
say it.
history.
Oh, okay.
He's not
What's
used to
the
being
word
on
I can
YouTube.
use?
No,
Apparently.
no words.
Allegedly.
There you go.
Right.
Allegedly it was stolen. Can I say that? But
No, you can't even say that.
I just remember we went to bed and he won the Great
Right.
White Hope.
Yeah, and then they paused the vote.
3
The
a.m.
count. Yeah.
4 million spike. Straight up on the graph.
Yeah.
Don't get him started.
Nice. Okay.
All right, I'll get out your way here because I know you got it.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for the wishes, guys.
Yeah, happy
God
birthday.
bless you all. And I leave tomorrow, so I got about 20 things to do.
Cool, man. We'll have a good trip. Yeah, take care.
Thanks, Nick. Of course. Always.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Anchor Baby. A friend of the show, Hake was stress eating. Shout out to Fat Hake. He had a pot belly. Yeah, I couldn't even really tell. Although when I look at my face back then, my face was all fatter. People say that it goes straight to my face. So I may look fatter, especially on one side than the other, than I actually am. Anyway. Guest just got shamed by Hake's arms. That's right, I skip arm day, and I don't suffer for it. Okay, let's get to some calls now, guys. Hang tight. Denny in New York is on the line here. Denny, thank you for calling and holding there, man. What's up? How you doing?
Hello, Mr. Hake.
Hey, oh, Denny you're not in New York,
Okay.
Bulgaria.
No, I'm not. Yeah, that's me, sir.
Hey,
How are you doing?
doing well. It's good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you, sir. Happy Man History Month.
Happy Men's History Month to you as well.
Thank you. Mr. Hake, I'm calling because I was curious about what do you think about all this craziness that's been going on in the Olympics and men and women's sport?
It's very interesting. I think that it's a bit vulgar, in my opinion, how these people are getting in, and I don't even know if they're considered transgenders or what, but they are. Oh, you forgot your keys. Justin, you forgot your keys. They're over here on the couch. Pardon me.
No worries.
Yeah, you should just grab those right there. Yeah, it seems vulgar how because they're obviously not feminine-looking gals, whatever they
Obviously.
are. Yeah.
No, I don't know. It is rather gruesome, but fairness. Because I had a discussion with a friend of mine, and he's like very angry
Over
his
this
personal
issue.
trainer- yes. He's not happy at all. Personal trainer. And I actually told him I tried to lighten up the mood, but it didn't work because I told him that I'm personally very okay with it because I am not a gambling man.
Yeah.
But when that happens, I'm always betting on the man, and I always win.
Right.
So, those are basically money. So, there's some good coming out of that. But obviously he wasn't very, very happy to hear
That's
that.
the
So,
trap. That's another thing that I was thinking about. I've seen these headlines of these people at the opening ceremony was a pretty vulgar display
that
as well.
No, that was disgusting. It wasn't vulgar.
Yeah, it was. And
That was, blue man with the red beard. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I read I don't know an article somewhere that this was of a painting called the Feast of the Gods.
yeah,
Whoever wrote that has never seen this painting. It had nothing to do with that painting. It was straight out disgusting.
yeah, I believe that.
We do a lot of because if you can check the painting, you will see that it has nothing to do with that. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
But in all fairness, we are dealing with a lot of disgusting things, so this really didn't put on my attention. And in all fairness, Mr. Hake, again, from purely practical standard point of view, I'm totally okay with that. With men being there because of that. I mean, free money is free money.
that's true. I feel
Don't gamble.
you don't gamble, kids. Yeah, but it's better not to be moved by the evil in the world. This is the feast of the gods, because that's the trap. That's what I was thinking of. Like they will tell you, they will show these things in order partly to get a reaction, and so I think that a lot of us fall into the trap of reacting, and then they go and then they sue us or they file complaints in court, and it's dangerous because that's partly why I tell people not to put their stuff online on the internet, because you're gonna
You don't know who and how.
Yeah, somebody may catch you doing something crazy or whatever. They may come get you.
I agree that it is quite a risk, and you're right about the trap. You're very right about the trap. Right now, I'm at the coastline because I'm on vacation, and I had a conversation with a man. I don't know him, but there was some Muslims here for a while, and he was talking about how nasty they were, and I was like, yeah, I mean, those particular Muslims were really nasty. I agree with it.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I said, listen, if you're judging them, you know better than them.
Yeah.
You're exactly, and you could have seen the anger and the hell in this man's eyes. Like, if he could have killed me with a look, he probably would have.
Wow.
Just because I said it, and I was right, by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
But whether I was right or wrong didn't matter in this particular moment. The man was simply angry, and the moment I pointed that, he really wanted to be aggressive.
And what's funny is he may make some assumption that that you're somehow on their side against him, when in reality you just agreed with him that it is wrong.
He actually said it, like, you like them better than us.
Yeah.
So that assumption. I don't like them, and I don't like him either.
Right. True.
But I do love them both.
Nice.
Yeah, you're right about the trap, Mr. Hake. I 100% agree with you on this one.
Yeah. That's what's happening to these crimes that are happening. You hear about in the UK with those little girls getting hurt.
Yeah,
Same
I
thing.
have friends in the UK. That was, absolutely staged. If I have to be honest, of course, what happened to those girls was horrific. It was a crime. When a crime occurs, there's a criminal, and this criminal has to be prosecuted. That's how it is.
Yeah.
It's not, and the reason it's not is because you've heard about this two-sided justice system over there. Well, the politicians over there are using that so that people can create commotion and to fill the news cycle with something instead of something else. Because there are a lot of things going on over there in Great Britain that, the politicians would rather talk about imaginary problems like racism or something else instead of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because they're shifting finances. I'm sure you've heard about the Ukraine went to Kursk, the attack over there that the Ukrainian soldiers were carrying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's been news that, Russia intercepted a lot of communications. Those were British accents with all the soldiers over there.
Wow.
So, yeah, and if that's in the news cycle, things will get worse because although those are quote-unquote retired soldiers and they're over there as volunteers, it may be considered that this is a NATO invasion on a Russian territory. And if that is confirmed, things will be way worse than you can possibly imagine. So the politicians would rather talk about that instead of British spies in Kursk because, it's less convenient, let's say it like that.
Yeah. Yikes, I had not heard that.
Yeah, well, I have because, we are pretty close to the border and, I kind of, I'm interested in that because, this is my border and I have every right to seek as much knowledge as possible.
Definitely.
But yes, the command of those soldiers, those Ukrainian soldiers that entered Kursk, had British accents when the communication accepted. So, yeah, and the intel that the Ukrainians received was also from Britain because Kursk is normally heavily guarded because there's a nuclear plant over there. And if something happens to that nuclear plant, it's basically the equivalent of blowing up a nuclear bomb over there. So Kursk was heavily guarded, and at that point it wasn't. And the British intelligence provided that information to the Ukrainians.
Wow. That's pretty dangerous.
It is. I'm the last man who can be considered a fan of Putin.
Yeah.
And in Russia in general. But honestly, the fact that he was willing to negotiate for so long is quite something.
Yeah.
Because about 92% of the occupied regions, which is, Donetsk, Luhansk, and the peninsula, forgot the name, I'm sorry, Crimea, are 91% ethnically Russian. So they didn't have any opposition once they were there because they were seen as liberators. And, it was a wise policy as much as I don't like to say it. This isn't a compliment to President Putin. It's just a very honest observation. He somehow had enough wisdom to turn himself to look like the good guy. And in the eyes of the people over there, actually he is. Because the Ukrainians were horrible to those people.
Wow.
So, yeah. I think that this circus in the United Kingdom, that they've locked a few people because of a few Facebook posts, I think they did it so that they can fill the media with that instead of the very uncomfortable truth that former British commandos are over there on Russian territory. Because although they are former, they're no longer official soldiers, this can still be considered as a NATO invasion. And if that is one way or another truly confirmed, things will get way worse.
It's dangerous times, man, and we don't have sensible people in charge either in the UK or in America. So it's not a good it's not a good situation. Interesting, man. Thank you for the information. And of course, like you said, it's unconfirmed, but
yes,
we'll see what happens.
True. One way to find out.
Yeah.
And with that said, Mr. I know how busy you are. Kind regards to your colleagues and your audience. Happy Men History Month again, and God be with you, Mr. Hake.
You as well. Denny in Bulgaria. Appreciate you, man. Take care.
Likewise. Goodbye, sir.
Bye. Let me show you guys this little headline that I saw on the lines of the Ukraine situation. And I didn't even mean to say it like a boomer. We're looking at Buy Me a Coffee. You can buymeacoffee.com/The Hake Report. By the way, if you want to see Hake on Hippy Dippy or Hake on Atheist Edge, you can go to thehakereport.com/appearances. But check this out. Over on my morning updates, I saw this little headline. Look at there. Anthony Blinkin and based Benjamin Bibi Netanyahu. I like him. But is that a devil smile? Is he secretly stabbing him? Did you guys catch Church with Jesse Lee Peterson? Based Bibi Netanyahu smiling, probably doesn't mean it, with evil lame-o, not a Christian, Anthony Blinkin. Putin. Bibi Netanyahu, look at those long ears. You know he's old. Older people their ears never stop growing. That's just a man. It's just a man. Look, and he's shaking his hand like a man, and you can tell this man's like a wet fish handshake. Weak old Blinkin, joke of a Secretary of State. Not a Christian, by the way. And again, Bibi may or may not be Christian, I'm not sure. And yeah, whatever. I appreciate him, but I was thinking about how JLP warned your enemies smile at you. And the Asian culture, I've brought it up. Asians don't trust a smiling person or the Chinese or somebody. And good for them. It's better not to smile too much, all compulsively and trying to control somebody and be insecure and stuff. That's not good. So shout out for that. You guys heard about that yacht in Hake News today? Okay, so look at this. According to Commie Nonsense Network, these are the words of Ukrainian unchristian President Volodymyr Zelensky. It is now our primary task in defensive operations overall to destroy as much Russian war potential as possible. That's Ukraine's president. I like his voice. Volodymyr Zelensky. He's on every day, 4 p.m., American Anchor Baby, by the way. Monday through Friday, American Anchor Baby. Volodymyr Zelensky. Confirming Sunday his forces blew up a second bridge in the Russian border region of Kursk. Zelensky explained the strategic ambitions of the operation, saying that it aims to create a buffer zone in Kursk that could prevent some cross-border attacks by Moscow. What a mess. Kursk. Boom, 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 boom. See if this works. Check that out. You see that? Look at that cool explosion. All that plume of smoke around the bridge. Wild. Is that the bridge? It's gone now. Whoa, is that what it looks like? The satellite image is gone? Watch out for those Ukrainians. I was admiring their drones. What was that, last week or so? Anyway, shout out, guys. I have some super chats to get to, guys, but before I get to the super chats, more calls here. Renee in Texas is on the line. Renee, thank you for calling and holding. How are you doing, Renee?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
So, a couple things. First, I'm kind of a newer fan. I got turned on to Jesse and yourself watching YouTube and stuff, and now I got my wife watching, and I was walking around the house, kept saying, like, amazing, and, beta. She's like, what the hell are you saying? And I'm like, well, let me show you.
Uh-huh.
So I got turned on to you guys, and I really, really like the show and really appreciate what you guys are doing. So my question would be, I'm not an old man. I'm not a young man. I'm in the second half of my life. I'm going to be 44 years old this year.
Nice.
So I've been through some elections. I've seen some stuff. And, after watching the debate with Biden and Trump, it's pretty evident that, this is going to probably be a slam dunk. Trump's going to run away with it. I think a lot of people kind of figured out what a lot of us already knew, that Biden wasn't all there, and
right.
Then they bring in Kamala the koala. And so my concern, and, my level of concern has gone up that, this is going to be tight. This is going to be a challenge now. I feel like if one thing the left is really good at is just, pulling together and doing what they got to do to play dirty and get things done sometimes. So I feel like, my question would be is like, how concerned are you guys with this now? Like, how concerned are you, that this could actually go the wrong way, because you've got so much media behind Kamala and so many people watch, the left, MSNBC, the CNNs, they're so brainwashed and convinced that this is the one to do it. And how concerned are you? How much of a level of concern did you guys get now that she entered the race?
I thought of that. I want to say I thought of that just this weekend. I was driving down to the beach, and I was like, whoa. I think I was listening to American Anchor Baby. I was like, whoa, imagine if she gets in and becomes the so-called president. That will be another major step or slip or fall down another whole level of America, at least symbolically, and also in many real ways probably. I don't really worry about it, though, because all I can do is the best that I can in my life day to day. And it's really up to Trump and his campaign and whoever else has more influence on people. Mm-hmm. And also, I was listening to, I think, Joel, and I think Anchor Baby might have covered it too. There's guys like Joe Rogan. Yeah, Anchor Baby did cover it too. Joe Rogan, who's like my competitor, podcaster guy, influential. But the reason that he's popular is that he thinks for himself. He's an independent thinker. And the people who like him, if they have any sense, they should be independent thinkers too. So we shouldn't worry about how other people are going to vote, because that's their hell. And if we're living our lives and we're not setting up our lives to be vulnerable, should things take a turn for the worse, then hopefully we'll be fine. The Lord will protect us, and the country may or may not get better or worse. It's about you yourself, and maybe the few others who are going to wake up and be real Christians.
I find myself as I get older becoming more frustrated with stupidity and less tolerant. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I'm the only conservative in my family. Uh-huh. My family's Hispanic. They grew up, Kennedy Democrats. They feel like the Republicans are only for the rich and the Democrats are for the poor. So if you're middle class, you need to vote Democrat. They are so brainwashed.
Yeah.
And so to me, it's almost just like, no matter, and I understand what you're saying, you can only control what you can control, and you can only do good, what you can do. And I live my life like that. I take care of my children. They're already older now, but I do the right thing. I employ 35 people. My business, you know what I mean? And so it's like I do the right thing every day. I try to, at least. But you still cannot shake and change people who are so brainwashed filled with hate.
That's right.
And it's like, you cannot do anything about it. Now, I personally feel that once they get to the debate stage and people start to, they're not going to be able to hide how, dumb Kamala really is.
Right.
They're not going to be able to hide it when it's on the national stage again, like they couldn't hide Biden anymore.
Yeah, that's so true.
So,
the only chance that sorry, go ahead.
No, so I feel like, hey, that's going to be the moment where people are going to wake up and say, oh, shoot, like, yeah, she's pretty dumb. I don't know if it's going to work out. But also, I see it now as like people don't care. They are blinded by so much hate for Trump that they would rather have this dumb person than Trump. Even if Trump would save the country and do good things for their paychecks, for the economy, they would rather suffer than have Trump win.
Yeah.
And so, like, those things kind of concern me these days. It's like, wake up. It's like you need to wake up because, so like, I guess what I'm getting at is like, no matter how good you can do and you try to do, you still can't change the other side and how brainwashed and how much filled with hate they are.
Right.
And so it just frustrates me. It gets me frustrated, especially like people in my family. They're always like, why do you like Trump? Why do you like Trump? He's an idiot. He's so racist. And they fall for all the liberal media bullshit because all they watch is MSNBC and they think Rachel Maddow's a, journalist god. And so I'm just thinking,
wow.
I'm thinking to myself, like, and I explained it to them. Well, the best way that I've heard was Larry Elder, I think, said it one time where he used an analogy of golf. And I play a lot of golf. I play 3-4 times a week. I love the game. And he said, in golf, everyone's swing is different. I'm not looking at the swing. I'm looking at where the ball lands. And where the ball lands with Trump on immigration, the economy, the world views, I look at all those things. And where the ball lands, I like it a lot better than anyone else. It doesn't matter what the swing looks like.
Nice.
And that was just like so like, bombshell eye-opening when he said that. I was like, man, what a great argument. Because we all know Trump sometimes says some crazy things. We get it. I know Trump's not perfect. And a lot of us know he's not perfect. Sometimes he puts his foot in his mouth more often than so, right? And I get that. But I like where the ball lands. And with where his ball lands, I'm willing to get behind it,
Yeah, and if you look at how Trump conducts himself in general, he is just a calm, confident man. And that's how we should be with the liberals or with the crazy people. Don't get provoked to be frustrated by their craziness, their stupidity. Because it doesn't matter if they're stupid or not. That's on them. If you're, I notice it in phone calls with Jesse Lee. We were talking to a caller who's like, "Why should we even vote? Voting doesn't matter," and I'm not participating in it. And I was watching Jesse handle him, and Jesse just calmly said, "Come out of your imagination." And the guy calmed down just because of Jesse's spirit being calm. And that's your only hope at being a light. It's not even necessarily a great argument that you're going to make. You can make the greatest argument, but if you're tight-wound about it, then you're showing the same lack of confidence that they have, the same lack of wisdom,
Yeah, no, that's one thing I've learned in business is it's called tact.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I can tell you the exact same message to two different people, but it's the way I tell you and how I deliver it, I'm going to get different results with you.
Yeah.
So it all requires tact. And if you can disagree with people, but just have, good, go into it with good tact and how you approach the situation, how you approach your demeanor and your voice. And how you carry yourself.
You're not putting them, you're not tempting them by your behavior. You're not tempting them to judge you, and they're not feeling any judgment. Or they may feel like you're judging them, but you're not judging them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, agreed. So anyway, that's all I had. I just wanted to see what girls... Yeah, I just wanted to see what Charles' level's concern was. And one funny thing, too, I just put up a new U.S. flag and a Trump flag here in my neighborhood. And I live in a little nice little cul-de-sac.
Cool.
And now all of my neighbors have flags up. I set the tone.
Oh, right on. Good for you.
Yeah, my neighbor texted me, "Hey, where'd you get your flag and pole?" I said, "Hey, here's the link." And then all the neighbors now have all these new flags. So it's awesome. I'm encouraged that hopefully we come ahead in this election, then I'll be out there doing my voting and staying strong, man. But I appreciate everything y'all do.
Yeah, thank you, Renee in Texas. Take care, man.
Okay, you too. Bye.
All right, bye. It's interesting, family and friends and the connections and relationships that we get into. By relationships, I mean friendships. Changing your relationship with your family and stuff. There's so much that you don't really have to do, but you do. And then you end up in a situation that you don't necessarily want. A lot of times, it's good not to get involved. A lot of times, it's more loving not to talk, not to say anything, than to try to talk and reconcile, quote unquote, and stuff like that. Because that's just, you know how women want to get along and leave off on a good note? Sometimes they don't, but sometimes they want to. And males want that too sometimes. Oh, I want to leave off on a good note. You don't have to. You can just make the note good from within yourself and wish them well too, and maybe they'll have the good note for you too, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway, because it's not like you have any love for them, nor they you. I'm talking about between people when they have conflicts and strife, and then they like cut each other off or whatever. Oh, I'm not talking to you anymore. Like JLP says, wish them well. It's not necessary to have all this mess between people in your life, complicating your life. But it is necessary to have Joe from Phoenix on the Hake report. I am still considering Mark's suggestion. It is still in my suggestion box. But in the meantime, Joe in Phoenix, how you doing, man?
Good morning, James.
Hey.
Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah.
I'd make the same suggestion in the opposite direction with him. Get rid of him for a while would be good. Please put that in your suggestion box.
Okay, I'll put that in my suggestion box. And I do consider